Hey YouTube, this is Chris with Creative Wraps and Graphics in Houston, Texas. Today we've got a cool project for you. We're going to be doing a black roof and pillars around the windshield of a 2024 C8 Corvette. So stay tuned, click like and subscribe, and pick up some tips and tricks along the way if you're doing this at home on your own. All right, here's the car we're going to be working on. It is a 2024 Chevrolet Corvette in ceramic matrix gray. This color's pretty wild because it looks white, it looks gray, it looks blue, just depends on what color of the light you're around is in. Next to a white car, this thing looks really crazy. Super cool. We're going to be matching the factory carbon flash metallic accents to the wrap that we're using, which is actually the 3M gloss black metallic. It's almost 100% perfect match, the closest we've found. We've done several of these, but I figured we'd document it this time and show our process. We're going to be doing the windshield pillars across the top of the windshield, the removable hardtop, all the way down to the section behind the roof, the area with the camera, and well, you'll see how the rest of it goes. It's gonna look sick, guys. And here you can see we've already got one of the pieces of the pillars started. It's going nice and easy. We like to take these off so we can get all the way down to the very tip, because you can see this tip through the fender, but you can't reach it when it's on the vehicle. So to take that off, there's going to be 6 T15 screws all along under the windowsill gasket here, right up in here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well, but there is a 6th one that's way back in there. And word of advice is keep a small magnet on a stick handy, because that last screw in the door right there likes to fall down, and there just so happens to be a hole in the side skirt right below it. So ask me how I know. Anyways, onward. All right, and here we are, all done with the A-pillars and the top of the windshield. In my opinion, it should have came like this from the factory. This is just a no-brainer. If I were GM, this is what I would be doing before it even leaves. That black just really frames out that windshield nicely. It's a nice contrast. It matches all the accents perfectly. All right, just got the roof all finished up. And the new 3M 2080 series comes with a top cap on all the gloss, so I left that on during installation to make sure I don't scratch up anything with my squeegee strokes here. So, and now for the satisfying part of peeling it off to reveal super shiny awesomeness. Looking good, looking good. Can't wait to show you guys the final product here. All right, now we got the halo section all wrapped. I don't know if they call it the halo on these models, but on the previous models they called that little space behind the removable hardtop the halo. And it's got some fingerprints on it from me doing some touch-up work on it, but you get the idea, and you'll see the final results at the end of this video. Next, we are going to be removing these vents and the camera so that we can get in there nice and deep and get everything looking super clean. To do this, we've got to remove, I believe it is 9 screws. They're Torx heads, I believe T25. And there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, if you can see the access holes there towards the front. And I highly recommend putting a drop cloth or something over the engine bay area to catch bolts in case they fall. They have a tendency to do so, and finding them is a lot of fun since the entire underneath of this car is completely covered with plastics. With all of those screws out, you simply just, with the hatch open, just push up from the bottom. Comes out super easy. You might have to kind of bend it up like that towards the front edge. That foam gasket gets a little sticky, but just like that, we've got them off, and now we can clean really well and get down all the way into that edge so we don't see any of the ceramic matrix gray. The other reason we remove these vents is so that we can get this camera unit off. This comes off all as one. It's either 4 or 6 pop clips. So I'm just gonna get a trim tool, a non-marring trim tool underneath here, and I'm gonna not forcefully, but very confidently pop up, and it'll release, and then you just disconnect the lead to the camera, and that part will be free, and then we'll be able to continue moving along on this project. And so now we've got the camera unit off, we've got it disconnected. There's a little tab you gotta push right there. You gotta push it towards the front of the vehicle orientation wise, and slide this blue piece out so that you get enough slack so you can actually free up this safety retainer, and then you push the blue clip and pull out that end, and voila, camera free. And then we can do our thing with this and with the rest of this area right here, and start putting it back together, and we'll call it a day.